Movebubblers, it's Heather. This video is going to be all about bills. So let's get started. Finding your new home is super exciting, but there's lots to think about before you make an offer on a property. One of the things at the top of your checklist should be, are the bills included with the rent? And the landlord and letting agent are pretty straightforward. They'll usually advertise on their websites, on the listings, whether bills are included or not. Even so, it's a good idea to know all about the types of bills that you may or may not have to pay for separately. So if you're wondering whether the bills are included in the rent or what utilities you need to pay for, look no further. Movebubble's got you covered. One of the questions you might have is, are bills included in my rental payments? And the answer is maybe. This is because it's completely up to the landlord or letting agent whether they include bills in the monthly rental payments. However, the majority of private landlords don't include monthly utilities in their rent. So this isn't something that you should expect. And if you're living in a co-living development, there's a higher chance that some bills will be included. And it's becoming more popular that a lot of build-to-rent landlords are including some utilities in their bills, such as broadband. So now we get on to the pros and the cons of having your bills included in your rent. So what are the pros? Having your bills included in your monthly rent makes it easier for you to budget because you don't have to worry about extra bills coming in and out, so it does make it a little bit easier, especially if you're someone who is on a budget. So for example, because everything is included, you know that that exact money is going to come out of your bank account every month, so you don't have to think about extra costs. Another pro of having the bills included is it saves you a lot of time trawling through comparison websites trying to find the best deal, because that's all included for you. And you won't have to sign any long-term contracts. However, of course, there are some cons. There are a lot of benefits to having your bills included in your monthly payments, but of course there are some downsides. For example, you need to trust that the landlord is charging you the correct amount. Say that they use a specific supplier for energy, but you know that they're cheaper options, you could be losing out on a little bit of money. So if you're someone who is out a lot and hardly spends time in their property, you're basically paying for utilities that you don't even use. So with the pros and cons out of the way, we move on to paying the bills. So whether the bills are included or not, it's important to know what types of bills you could be paying for. There are some mandatory payments. One of these is council tax. So this is a sum of money taken by the council to pay for services in the community. And the amount you pay is based upon the size of your home and what council it falls under. Another mandatory payment is gas and electricity. This also includes lighting and heating. You'll also need to pay for your water bill, so this means your hot water, and this can be paid monthly or annually. On top of these bills that you're required to pay, there are some optional ones as well. One of these is internet connection. While broadband might be optional, the vast majority of UK households have internet connection. You'll also need to pay for your TV license. So this is to do with the BBC, so if you're someone who watches BBC iPlayer or you watch BBC News, you have to pay for your TV license. And once you've paid your TV license, you're free to watch any BBC programme. We also recommend that you take out a contents insurance, especially if you're someone who has a lot of expensive equipment around, because this protects it from damage and theft in case something does happen. And with everything that I said, you might be thinking, should I just look for a property with bills included because it makes things a little bit easier? This is a question that only you can answer, and it's completely dependent on your circumstances. Like I said before, if you're someone who has a very busy lifestyle, having bills included might not be beneficial for you. But if you're someone who doesn't want to waste a lot of time going through comparison websites and just wants to know exactly the amount of money that comes out your account every month, then having bills included would be a great thing for you. And if you're someone who's more on the latter part of that statement, well, I've got some amazing advice that you need to hear. You can find thousands of properties with bills included on the free Movebubble app. And one of the most amazing features of the app is the virtual walkthroughs. What is a virtual walkthrough? It's pretty much what it states on the tin. You will find videos of the properties that you want to look at through the eye of a camera and see if it's for you. And you can find me giving you some virtual walkthroughs on some of the best properties in Manchester. And if you're looking for London, there are so many walkthroughs for London as well. So Movebubble has got you covered. I really hope this video helped you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Movebubble channel because we're going to be bringing you so many more awesome videos. See you in the next video. Bye!